Hello my fellow friends and followers, it's me RetroMania, and in today's video we are talking about my top 15 favorite PlayStation 4 Hidden Gem Games. And with the intro out of the way, let's immediately jump to the action, let's go! Zombie Driver, actually a PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 game, but got an improved PlayStation 4 version called the Immortal Edition. It's a remastered version with better resolution and frame rate. But what is the game all about, you ask? Well, it's a car driving game where you drive over zombies and shoot them with military weapons, and yeah, it's very fun, very amazing, it's a cool game. This game, it's pure fun. This game kinda reminds me of the more simpler times, when I would boot up GTA San Andreas and use cheat codes and shoot the whole city. Just fun, it's just pure fun. And if this sounds interesting to you, why not check Zombie Driver out? Next we have Yaga. This is a bird camera adventure game where we play as Ivan, a blacksmith who is cursed with a lot of unfortunate misfortune. The unique hand-drawn art style absolutely sold me to this title. It's so breathtaking, it's definitely the biggest selling point for this game. The gameplay is also fun, and the art style, it's amazing. Art style, it's important, but without a solid gameplay, you end up with Mr. Hanky packaged in a nice present box. And yeah, this game, it's very fun to play and very artistic, and if this sounds interesting to you, why not check it out? Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime. It's an intergalactic action co-op game. Yes, you heard me correctly, it's a co-op experience from 2 up to 4 players. You can play this game in single player mode, but trust me, the best way to experience this game, it's in multiplayer couch co-op, at least up to 2 players. It's a fun game, I highly recommend. What I also highly recommend, it's the next game on my list. So why not we jump to place number 12. Earthbound. It's a fast-paced action-adventure hack-and-slash 2D side-scroller with RPG elements. One of the standout features of this game is the very unique 2D art style and animations, what I have personally never seen before. The combat system is also very fun, but where the game slightly disappoints, it's with very underwhelming storytelling. But for what it is, this is a very solid package and a game I highly recommend, especially if you found this game on a discount. And with this out of the way, let's jump to place number 11. Strider, it's a stylish ninja action game with very unique cyberpunk art style. The combat system, it's so fun. It's fast, it's fluid, and it's so fun. Hack and slash your way through hordes of enemies. And if 2D Metroidvania side-scrolling hack and slash games are your cup of tea, why not check it out? Iris and the Giant, it's a beautifully crafted card game with roguelike elements and with a charming but also very sad and very dark story. Also yes, you heard me correctly, this is a card game. It's a very unique card game where we use cards to fight our way through hordes of enemies. The game can be somewhat challenging, and once you use a card, it's destroyed and cannot be used again. The cards represent the emotions of the protagonist that can also impact how the story unfolds, depending on which cards you choose to play through your journey. This is an absolute gem of a game I highly recommend. What I also highly recommend is pressing that red subscriber button, so that you get up to date when I drop a new video. Shameless plug, I know, and with this out of the way, let's jump to place number 9. For the King, it's a very unique game fusing very popular turn-based RPG combat system with roguelike elements, creating a very unique experience tailor-made just for this game. I know I said it way too often, but the art style, it's really good. I love this paper cutout approach, it really gives this game its own identity. And I love turn-based games, so I immediately fell in love with this title. It's a very unique game from art style and gameplay approach. And if this sounds interesting to you, I would highly recommend giving this one a try. And yeah, let's move on to the next entry on this list. Let's go. Lost in Random, it's a third-person action-adventure game taking place in a whimsical world, where we play as Eve, a young girl on a journey to save her sister. The story is very solid, but what sold me to this game it's the very unique gameplay fusing third-person action-adventure combat with a strategy card game. You need to buy and use certain cards to gain power and abilities, and the right strategy will determine if you reign victorious or if you die. And if this sounds interesting to you, why not check it out? Grand Kingdom, it's a very unique strategy RPG and a game I have already covered on this channel. This game came out exclusively on the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation 4 and it's a RPG, but it's very hard to describe. The combat system is very complex and very unique, blending tactical RPG mechanics with real-time combat system, creating one unique experience. And if you are a strategy RPG fan, this is a game you should absolutely play. The next game on my list, it's also a game you should absolutely play, so why not we jump to place number 6. System of Souls, it's a first-person action-adventure puzzle game heavily inspired by Portal. Although the game does share some similarities with Portal, it has still its own flair. It's a fun game, and if first-person puzzle games are your cup of tea, why not check it out? And talking about puzzle games, the next game on my list, it's also fun and a very puzzle-heavy game, so why not we jump to place number 5. Agent A, a puzzle in disguise, it's a puzzle-solving point-and-click mystery game with an incredible art style. The story centers all around Agent A, a professional top-secret agent who is trying to eliminate the agent from the opposing side. On his journey, he needs to solve many puzzles and many mysteries, and here is where we come in play. All puzzles are well constructed and at times very challenging. Combine this with an amazing art style, incredible music and decent storytelling, and you get a very nice package, and that's why I choose Agent A, a puzzle in disguise, for place number 5. On place 4 we have Omensight. This is a third-person action-adventure game where we manipulate time to our advantage. The game's incredible art style and breathtaking narrative creates one heck of an adventure. The combat system is fluid, fast and fun. The time manipulation adds an extra layer to the experience, and if this sounds interesting to you, why not check it out? And with this out of the way, let's see what awaits us next, shall we? Just an Elysian Tale, it's an amazing 2D hand-painted Metroidvania-style hack-and-slash, jump and run with an incredible story. The game combines fun platforming level design with breathtaking narrative and a very fun action combat system. And speaking of narrative, the story in this game is very touching, very emotional, it has many plot twists and amazing character development moments for us to discover. And if this is your cup of tea, I would highly advise to check this one out. On place 2 we have Oxenfree. This is a story-heavy experience that has one of the best stories, character development moments and character interactions I have ever seen in a video game. The haunting atmosphere and the creepy sound effects add to the experience. Here are some examples. And the dialogue choices give players a feeling of involvement. Where the game falls slightly off, it's in the gameplay. This is a very story-driven experience, but one of those games you should absolutely play. This is also a very short game, but also a game that respects your time. And if you were looking for a game like this, why not give it a try? And yeah, let's move on to the final and the last game on this top list. So let's jump to place number 1. Lair of the Clockwork God, it's my favorite hidden gem game on the PlayStation 4. This game combines two completely different genres into one game, but it makes it work somehow. The genres in question are point-and-click adventures and side-scrolling jump and run platforming. Now you probably ask yourself, how does this even work? Well, we play as two different characters, Ben and Dan, and the game switches between them. Dan it's a platformer, so when the game switches to Dan, we play in a 2D perspective, try to avoid getting hit by jumping from one platform to another. While Ben it's more of a point-and-click puzzle solving guy, so when the game switches to Ben, we play a point-and-click puzzle solving adventure. The fusion of these two gameplay genres, it's incredible and works extremely well, and it's extremely well executed, and that's why I put Lair of the Clockwork God on place number 1. And here we have it, guys, this was my top 15 favorite PlayStation 4 Hidden Gem Games. Do you agree with my top list or do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section down below. And with this out of the way, I wish you all a wonderful day. Sayonara my good old PlayStation 4 friends. Bye, and bye.